What it do, homies? We back here with some more tank fish, some new tank fish. This time we're checking out Roblox Peroxide in a nutshell, the duality of man. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up.
It's like Kool-Aid Blue Raspberry. Welcome back to Peroxide, a Roblox RPG based off Bleach.
I believe he has other videos about this, so I am familiar because I believe I have a reaction to it as well. So must have been an update or a DLC or something like that. Does Roblox games have DLC?
I sure love that episode where Ichigo and Shinji had to grind time gate 170 times to farm Hagyoku so they can get Wizard. Then Shinji just forgets that he has Wizard for the rest of the show. Last time we talked about the schizophrenic ghost progression that only the clinically insanes would play. If you didn't watch it, watch out for cars when you go back home tomorrow. In this video, we'll talk about the Hollow and Quincy progression, which, funnily enough, perfectly reflects the two character archetypes that a guy must choose to spec and progress into once he turns 13. In one, he will want to be able to
That's wild. That's
take on 15 dudes. In the other, he will want to be able to take on 15 dudes. Both involves fisting. If you want to become a juiced up Skeletor, you have to
get yourself killed now.
Once you got beaten to death by invisible big black men, you can rip off the chains on your chest by spamming G, leaving a big gaping hole at the place where your heart is supposed to be. You are empty, with no goal, and that's why you're playing a Bleach game on Roblox. But hey, at least you're caked up. Open the portal to Mexico and farm for the next 20 hours. You're on that Sigma Male Giga Chat grind, and you become stronger by beating up weaker, inferior specimen. And it's very much like a high school pit fight where you don't know what the f is going on. Just punch the other guys until they die. Or, if you're big brain, you can aggro a bunch of hollows and let them fight between themselves until they're weak. Then you swoop in for the kill. As Sun Tzu said, third party more if you want that victory royale.
Sun Tzu has to be one of the most inaccurately quoted philosopher. 100%, bro. And also, don't you get experience and everything for beating them up? Or if they fight each other in that group, since you're the one that aggro them, do you get experience if they beat each other up? Otherwise, what's the point of that? You know, I imagine Tankfish is a much more experienced person than this, but y'all let me know that in the comments, because that kind of looks like it defeats the purpose if you're fighting them to gain experience or whatever you're fighting them for.
As a hollow, you're not given a Google map, so all you can do is wander around and hope that you're going to the right place and not somewhere, for example, filled with Vasto Lordes. As a hollow, your sole focus is to level up and punch the shit out of things.
Oh, I see. He might have said that before. I guess it all depends on how long the remnants lay there in order for you to eat them, right?
You don't have time to be distracted by useless stuff such as stats and limit breaking. You don't need to train for stats. Stats train themselves for you. At level 20, you gotta kill a right-eyed hollow. And just like in Bleach, where Sasuke killed his brother, Monkey D. Luffy, to get his Mangekyo Sharingan, once you kill the red-eyed hollow, you get red eyes.
Accurate.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Like
Finding a red eye should be easy, but God flipped me off and it took me 20 minutes to find one. Then I got killed, so I lost my red eyes. Why is life pain? Once you got your red eyes, you gotta kill another red-eyed. Kinda like Bleach.
Hold on. Who, I can't remember. Wasn't it Madara that snatched that eye from Sasuke? Was that what that was? If I remember correctly.
Why is life pain? Once you got your red eyes, you gotta kill another red-eyed. Kinda like Bleach. Why slipped me off and it took me 20 minutes to find one. Then I got killed, so I lost my.
Oh no, that's brutal. Oh, I'm not that far. I'm not that far at all. Well, spoiler for me, but what didn't Madara rob somebody of their eye, bro? The amount of eye snatching in Naruto is crazy, bro. How they kind of just be putting it in. Like, I'm guessing they use jutsu, no surgery required. Just got a tray full of eyes, bro. Just that one, yeah, that pairs well with my Apple Watch here. Actually, let me change the band to something that looks a little bit more menacing.
My red eyes. Why is life pain? Once you got your red eyes, you gotta kill another red-eyed. Kinda like Bleach, where Sasuke killed his brother, Monkey D. Luffy. Once you kill the other red-eyed, you become a Menos, or as I like to call it, a Gildos, because they look like a, you know, I mean, if you're brave enough. This is out of context, but Menoses are funny little goobers. For their level, they have a shitload of health and deal a shitload of damage. It would be a real shame if 5 Menoses show up in a low-level PvP time gate match.
Menos, apex of hollow.
Hey, that beat sound like it's about to pop off. I gotta find the instrumental.
Evolution. Yeah, follow us, guys. Oh my god. Menos move are pretty easy to parry, but again, you're up against level 20 noobs, and people just tend to get dumber in PvP. If you're just really fucking unhinged, you can continue and progress as a Menos and get to max level. And yes, that is possible. And yes, that is not very viable. It's only for the mentally ills who want to pretend to be a Menos NPC and just really with people. Truly, one in a gillion. From this point on, you can do a Dream face reveal and rip off your mask by playing a minigame. However, unlike Dream, you can't put it back on and won't be able to evolve anymore. If you do it as a Menos, you become a Menoscar, aka Pinocchio looking ass. You will get bullied, prosecuted, and made fun of because
Can you pronounce Pinocchio? Pinocchio? You know, now that I...
Boy, you must really be shit at the game. Also, your bonuses suck. If you don't want to end up as an inferior specimen, you gotta survive 30 minutes and get 30 kills as a Menos, after which you become a Najuchas. It is essentially just a hollow on steroid. It's got more abilities, it's bigger, and it's stronger. If you rip off your mask here, you become a Najucar. Better than a Menoscar, and to be honest, most people can't tell the difference between a Najucar and a Vastocar. I know that sounds kinda racist, so I don't think you'll stand out that much and get bullied. Your bonuses are a bit better, but if you want more and wish to become the ultimate life form, you gotta abandon your humanity as well as all your responsibilities and grind like a fucking machine. You're gonna need 1,700 kill points to evolve into a Vasto Lorde. Note, kill points, not kills. I know, thank fucking God. Different enemies give different kill points, and the fastest way to grind for it is to kill Vasto Lordes in the ravine. Or if you're good at the game or full of testosterone, kill Storm Ironcars. By the way, if you die, you lose 60 kill points, which is pretty painful, but praise the fucking Lord that this game is not lore accurate. Once you become a Vasto Lorde, you get some fucking Lord.
Any part of the divide, they permanently cease evolving. Oh, and it cannot evolve. Well, you gotta make the game enjoyable.
That this game is not lore accurate. Once you become a Vasto Lorde, you get some god tier drip, and just like a guy in his 50s going through midlife crisis, you lose all your muscle mass. Now you just have to. Congrats, you have become a Vastocar, pinnacle of Hollow Evolution. As a Vastocar, you got really good bonus stats, and you restart the game from level 1 all over again.
Welcome to a brand new beginning, you sorry
The second half of the Hollow progression is essentially a bootleg Mexican Soul Reaper progression. At level 15, you get your Resurrection for free, without all the Shinigami bullshit. Cause as a Hollow, your inner spirit is your little bitch. In my case, I became a furry. I gotta reroll this shit. Now you gotta get your resurrection weapon. Unfortunately for the deranged Deep-Woken Fist players, fuck them swords catch these hands is not a viable build. You get your murder pull by touching some stone, then jumping in some ravine into the Menos forest, then use your resurrection, and boom, big iron stick. Resurrection is basically a Shikai, but Mexican. It works the exact same way. Then, similar to Bankai, you need to get to level 90 and accumulate 420 points to get-
I like the effort at trying to visually show the Bankai. Those pedals went the opposite way. So, but I like the effort. So not that bad of a cosplay as well.
Then similar to Bankai, you need to get to level 90 and accumulate 420 points to get your Segunda, which means Bankai in Spanish, I think. But instead of committing domestic violence against your inner spirit, you gotta go to the Menos forest to fight this Hollow Prince guy, who has like 6 fucking phases and who also scales off your stats. It's a tough fight, unless you have maxed out vigor, of course. But there's a trick to it, you see. Just put him in the walls, fire some big ass laser and put him in the walls. It's an easy fight. After you get your Segunda, you just have to master it by repeatedly beating your Schizo self, and that's it. That's the end of the Hollow progression. Unlike Soul Reapers, you don't need any of that RNG bullshit. It's the happy ending. Oh, would you look at the time? It's sellout time. Today's sponsor is World of Tanks. World of Tanks is a free-to-play multiplayer game where players can participate in-
I didn't even know he had a sponsor. I didn't see the sponsored. This includes sponsored content up at the top left.
Massive tank battle.
We're gonna watch it anyways because respect. Let's go.
battle against each other.
Watch
There are
these.
different types of tanks for different playstyles. You want to flank and pump as much lead as possible inside your enemies from behind? Play medium tank. You want to apply trigonometry into your gameplay? Play heavy tanks. You hate trigonometry? Play tank destroyers. You like to hit people who can't fight back? Play SPG. You don't want to play? Play light tanks. World of Tanks have good balance between realism and gameplay. Perfect for plebs like us. Thank God my
Balance.
transmission won't
Everything
implode in the
should
middle
be.
of the match because I tried to climb a hill. And hallelujah, there's no infantries hiding in bushes ready to shove a Panzerfaust up my ass. The HP system is very forgiving and allows you to not explode when a gust blows over you because it detonated your ammo racks or some shit. But your tank also has different
That might be a reference to another game. Y'all let me know.
compartments that when hit will be damaged, which offers a more realistic experience. Track got disabled, you're slow now. Use a repair kit. One of your crew got killed, hopefully it's not someone important. Give him a medkit, he'll get better. The game models are all based on historically accurate vehicles, and trust me, there are plenty to pick from. Join today using the code COMBAT. New players get the tier 6 Cromwell B, 250k credits, and 7 days of premium. You
Nice.
also get to rent those 3 tanks for 10 battles each. Link in the description.
Sell out 10 out of 10.
Resurrections are
That's the rating.
sadly not from. We got music. It probably has the strongest ultimate, but only if you're cracked the guitar hero.
That sound
Failure.
Beast.
Dragon Force.
It has Ultra Instinct. Other than that, I feel like I'm playing Soul Reaper when I use this. Astra. Yo, is this Dawnwalker from Deep Water? Vessel. It's the Vasto Rage at home. Or should I say, Vasto Rage's Vessel at home. Look what these Soul Reapers need to mimic a fraction of our power. Acceleration. Do I need to say more? Manifest. You get a Barret Emrad, a car accident, and domain expansion. Chaos. It has the biggest laser in the game. Are you trying to compensate for
It's like
something? I just want to
Elden Ring.
get high with my lover. Spanish. Yeah. So you want to be a Quigga. To do that, you gotta
Keep yourself safe.
What?
use your GPS, follow this marker, talk to this dude, receive
Quincy.
brain
Wait.
damage, and become Quincy. Canonically, if your social credit score becomes too low, can just remove your powers. Just ask Ichigo's mom. Oh wait, you can't. Quincy progression, ironically, is the most straightforward out of the 3. At level 15, you get your Schrift.
Remind me, she lost her life trying to protect against, I remember his dad, right? If I remember correctly, yeah.
To do that, you go to the Vandenreich, which is actually just in the walls of the Soul Reapers, which is fucking hilarious. And then you talk to Irwich. Oh, whoa, can I have the
The walls, or more specifically, the shadows, right? I could be wrong.
Swift, please, daddy?
What the fuck?
After that, all you need to do is go to this batshit insane dude. Why are you on the roof?
Because I'm Batman.
Then you can either do an invasion or choose violence. I chose violence. I had to spend 150 bucks for a hunting medallion. Can't you just give me the shit?
We're running out of money.
Why?
If anything,
The player you hunt has a sim.
honestly, bro, if anything, the Quincy should be the richest mofos out, right? They went hiding. They should have been collecting their coins. Especially theirs under Huak Lee. I mean, they don't really have any need for money, but definitely, they should stacks on stacks.
Similar level as you. I was a level 15 dweeb. Most people at level 15 has new protection.
You can't keep getting away with
New protection.
It took me 30 minutes to find a random iron car I could mug, and he had a friend.
Zero metrojet.
It was
You
not.
guys hear any type of talking in the background? My kids and my wife is here, so I didn't get a warning that they were on their way. But yeah, that's my son. So, but the reaction goes on.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, son.
Sorry,
Mm-hmm. I'll be right out there, okay?
Not worth it. Just do the invasion. Follow the markers and do your fucking job. It's way simpler. After completing your objectives, go back to Iwech.
So you're back. Oh, not you again.
Hello, Yahweh.
It's you, Habach.
Okay,
Habach.
Yahweh.
Ugh, you get your Schrift. Get the out of here.
Bro, I needed footage of you refusing.
What?
What?
Anyways,
I read all of Bleach before the 1,000-Year War was animated and everything, and I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Yahweh. I still don't. I just gave up.
your Schrift. A. Same as me.
Alabama?
Asshole.
After getting your Schrift, you need to do the mandatory grind to level 90 and accumulate 420 points to get your
Quincy
And just like the other progressions, you're not getting away without a boss fight. In the first phase, you just need to parry his moves, kinda like the Try of One in. Phase 2 is essentially the Quincy knockoff version of the Bankai boss fight brought to you by German technology.
Bro, I know Roblox is primarily like kids game, but I know anybody can play it. But bro, these special effects are crazy.
He uses your Volt standing, he scales off your stats, and he beats your ass. And as always, I cheese the f out of him. Once you have defeated him, you get your vollständig Volkswagen das Auto, which is the German word for Bankai. Then as always, you need to master it by repeatedly beating this robotic ass. And that's basically the Quincy progression. Other than that, you can get some cybernetics to enhance the weakness of your flesh. I got the Gatling gun. It shoots bullets. It's a fucking Gatling gun, what do you expect? There's also the visor, which can flashbang people. And the heart, which gives you 1 revive, so you can run away like a real Quigga. You get the parts for these from invasions.
What he's calling
there's also
Quincy's
Schrift weapons, but
crazy.
I'm too lazy to explain, so that's it. Oh yeah, there's still the... A Quincycar is basically an iron car who said...
Was that GTI? Now he looks familiar.
A Quincycar is basically an iron car who said, "F it, I'm switching side to get that get," and became a Quincy. They lose all their holo abilities, including their clan bonuses, because they got kicked out of their family for being a fucking fanboy. They even lose their iron car passives, except the 10 extra levels you get as a Vastocar. So essentially, they're just better, but a little bit, because they got 10 extra levels. You can get this by being a level 100 iron car and have good reputation with the Quincy's. Now you just need to sneak into Vandenreich and talk to Yahweh to enlist. I mean, you're already dressed up in white, so I doubt you'll stick out. Most people learn about Quincycar after grinding human Quincy and are too lazy to go back and grind again. That's why you don't see many of it. Though the funny thing is, if you're planning to do a Quincy...
So essentially, those who did go back are peak alphas. Got it.
Back and grind again. That's why you don't see many of it. Though the funny thing is, if you're planning to do a Quincy progression, the fastest route is actually the Quincycar route. So here, let me teach you the real way to progress as a Quincy. First, you gotta progress as a holo. You don't even need to get to Vasto Lorde. Just get to Adjuchast and become an Adjucar. This should only take you about an hour. By doing this, you will have a free 40% XP boost, and with it, you can get to max level a lot faster and just become a Quincy. And you get cool mask. This also means that if you're playing as a holo and got bored, you can just switch to another progression for free. Isn't it kind of ironic that the endgame of the Shinigami and Quincy progression all involves in becoming a holo? Truly, the ultimate life form. Duality is the diarrhea simulator. Spread shits everywhere in order to win. Odysee. It's the running away Schrift. It's not an unstoppable force. It's not an immovable object. It is, however, an uncatchable entity. Vermin. Collab between Tokyo Ghoul and COVID-19 that nobody really wanted. Apocalypse. You switch to this when you want to abuse the Volt standing boss. Eidolon. Get over here, the Schrift. This scales with spirit, but like, you're pulling the opponents towards you, so you're kind of cucking yourself in a way. Forest. Yes. The AoE spammers. Your enemy f***ing hates you. Your friends f***ing hate you. The intrusive thoughts are telling me to press 1.
So basically, everybody chose that one. Got it.
Oasis. Only the real Quiggas use this one, because this is the gayest of them all. So yeah, use it when you're ready to truly awaken the femboy within you. Quincy's, unlike the Soul Reapers, have a lot of good...
It's okay. If he just stays quiet, it's fine. Sorry, guys. My kid's around, so you guys go out and deal with it. The reaction continues. I'm already this deep in.
Ranged abilities, which enables them to play like a pussy and do the hit and run tactic. The only skill involved in being a good Quigga is to be as annoying to fight against as possible. You are not victorious if you simply defeat your opponent. You're victorious only if you defeat your opponent and made him bitch on Discord. The key is social distancing. Even if your aim is shit, Eventually, if you're good at running away, you'll hit him. That along with the fastest heal in the game will surely give your opponent the Sisyphus experience. Yes, they do have some viable melee builds, but why? Why do that when you can break your opponents mentally? Holos are more in the middle ground. They got good melee options and good range options, so you have the freedom to pick between the Soul Reaper combo the shit out of you playstyle or a watered down Quincy.
Would you guys say that this game has replayability, giving, you know, some of the choices and stuff that you can make, or do you generally just grind, put all those hours in, and then just lead a game? You start a new character?
Playstyle. PvE is the same for all 3 progressions. It's easy, you don't have to worry about it. Except Kenpachi, he will fucking jump scare you and fold you in half. Thank God he doesn't have Bonkai
Accurate.
yet.
That big
Just
old
like Soul
axe.
Reapers, Holos, and
Was it more like a cleaver? His Bankai? I can't remember if it's an axe or a cleaver. I think it's like a cleaver.
Quincy's have to go through the same bullshit to get to max level. The Quincy's have the easiest grind if you go for the Ajucar route, and the Holos have the longest grind to max level. But unlike Soul Reapers, these two don't need to grind for no bullshit RNG Hogyokus that may or may not take 2 weeks after they max out. One must imagine a Soul Reaper happy. But of course, if you're min-maxing and want to get as strong as possible, you still need...
Poor Miguel. Poor Miguel. That was a beatdown that was not worth it, man. It almost felt racially charged.
Game offers a bunch of gems that can enhance abilities, kinda like, but unlike. The gems have rarity, and it's very painful to grind for the good ones. To roll for one, you'll need 10-time relics, and you get that from, well, pretty much everything. But the most efficient way is by committing racial cleansing against the Storm Ironcars. For a full build, you'll need 6 gems, 1 for each ability, so good luck grinding for those. Also, why the f is there no description for the gems in game? Bro, I feel like one of those dodgy jewelry inspectors in movies when I had to compare the gems I got to the ones on Trello to figure out what the f they are. But anyways, we're not done with the grind yet. There's also...
Of course not.
Unlike other games, accessories in Peroxide actually gives really good buffs. What's that? They nerfed them? Oh. Well, if you really have no life and want that 20 extra strength, have fun grinding Invasion for unstable time remnant like your 18th century factor worker grinding to feed his starving family. But hold on, they recently also added...
That guy that cosplayed as that gamer from South Park, right? He actually won that cosplay contest, didn't he? Because everything was just spot on. That was like he was born for that, if you could say, to do that cosplay. I don't think anybody else could have put it off better.
Now on top of accessories, if you also need one of those abilities, you gotta grind even more invasions. Because if I'm being honest, they're actually really good. Like this one. You just take no damage if you stand in it. And this one, it's just free damage. What the f? Oh, you thought Quincy's with Oasis is pretty gay? Well, wait till one pops his ult and uses this. The endgame for Quincy's and Holos is honestly pretty bing chilling.
Okay.
Although the gems, accessories, and legendary abilities are a pain to grind, still way better than trying to get 3 Hogyokus. And if you're lucky enough to get a time remnant, pick the Hogyoku, so you can essentially get whatever you want from a desperate Soul Reaper trying to get Vasto Rage. Pro tip in obtaining whatever you want fast: scam. And remember kids, don't get scammed. It's the rule of the jungle. So in conclusion, don't play Soul Reaper unless you're mentally demented. If you're curious about some other game mechanics such as the stats and levels or the Soul Reaper progression, watch my other video. This is not a request. And that's it. Subscribe, like, and comment if Fullbringers, aka regular ass humans with schizo abilities, come out in the future. I will maybe make another video on it depending on how many likes this video gets. Not gonna specify how many likes, so in case I don't wanna grind, I can just scam y'all for nothing.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, like I said, I don't usually have like a whole lot of time to play video games and everything. So, watching Tankfish videos and these other type of videos allows me to live vicariously through them. So I can just pretend that I've grinded all the way up to go those max levels. And if I ever get into a conversation where we can talk about this types of stuff, thanks to Tankfish and a couple of other gamers that I react to, I might even sound knowledgeable. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Dave's out.